Welcome back to Chugdi Football TV, back with another one. What is going on at Manchester United? Let's have a conversation here. So, Manchester United losing on pens to Grimsby in the first round of the Carabao Cup, first round, the second round, whatever. I don't even give it down. Losing on pens, and by the end of first half, Grimsby were leading 2-0. If you watched that game was very interesting. I'm not even going to lie. It was very interesting. It's like, as I'm not a Manchester United fan, right? But I respect their history, right? If you're a football lover, you have to respect Manchester United's history. But it's a new time and age. We don't care what you did in the past. It is, what are you doing now? And it's very sad to see. It's very sad to see. As much as you want to blame the coach, right? We can always blame the coach. The first point of contact is usually to blame the coach, right? But the players have to be blamed too. The players have to be blamed, because this Manchester United downfall isn't just this season. It's been going on for a couple of years now, even under Erik ten Hag. Actually, even under Ragnick. I'll say properly under Ragnick, because even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he tried. He did all right. Although that was when the fall started to happen more consistently, if you know what I mean. If you follow the the time scale. So it was really under Ole Gunnar, but it wasn't this bad under Ole. Then Ragnick came. Then I think Carrick one time was the interim. Then Van Nistelrooy, but the proper coaches were like Ragnick, Erik ten Hag. Now Amorim. You can blame the coach all you want. You can sack coaches all you want and bring in new coaches, but if the players aren't good, they aren't good. So if, for example, if they sack Amorim tomorrow, for example, just let's assume they sack Amorim tonight and they bring another coach and things don't work out, would you continue to blame the coach? As much as you want to blame the coach, you have to look at the players as well. Manchester United is a shell of itself. Like, watching the game yesterday against Grimsby dominated Manchester United. They dominated Manchester United. Those 2 goals were not just by chance. Those guys were playing. If it were your first time watching football, you would think Grimsby were the Premier League team and Manchester United was the League 2 team. That is how well Grimsby dominated Manchester United. That game, Manchester United played all their top players. They had to bring in Bruno to salvage a point at the end of 90 minutes. Everybody played, from Cunha to Mbeumo to Dogu to Bruno to Ahmad to Mason Mount. All their first 11 played just to salvage a 2-2 goal equalizer against Grimsby. That type of game, you don't even play your first team players. A big club will play maybe 1 or 2 first team players, and the rest will be second team players, academy players that don't really get the opportunity to play for the first team. But for the fact that even with playing most of their first team players, Manchester United struggled. They struggled against Grimsby. It's crazy. Only for them to lose in pens. And who missed crucial penalties? Mbeumo and Cunha. Cunha, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was trying to be, cheeky. Instead of him to just boot the ball into the net. Now I'm not even mad at missing pens. Let me be honest, because pen is a game of luck. Anybody can lose when it comes to pens. Anybody can lose. It's a game of luck. It happens. I've played in a London Cup before, where I missed a very crucial pen. So it happens. The best of the best miss penalties. Messi has missed crucial penalties. Ronaldo has missed crucial penalties. The best of the best. Roberto Baggio missed a penalty. I think it was in the World Cup. It was the World Cup semi-final for Italy. The best of the best miss pen. So it happens. It happens. Messi missed a pen against Bayern Munich in the Champions League semi-final. It happens. But the fact that Manchester United couldn't win that game in 90 minutes or 90 plus minutes is crazy. It's crazy. Those guys, before, back in the day, Manchester United was a team that before you play, you're kind of nervous, because you know that if you win Manchester United, it's something that you worked for. You have to struggle. You have to struggle to salvage a point against Manchester United. It's not like that anymore. It is not like that anymore. Teams are not afraid of Manchester United. Teams look at Manchester United as, okay, we are going to play Manchester United. We can grab a point here. No matter how bad we are doing, we can grab a point here. And you don't want to be a team that other teams don't fear. You always want to be that team that you have an air of mystery about you, an air of fear. Teams, even if teams win, it's like, it's surprising that what we beat Madrid, we beat Barcelona, we beat Arsenal, we beat Liverpool. Wow, it's like a big thing. Because when teams start to look at you as somewhere they can go and salvage it, salvage a point, it's long for you, because they will have no respect for you. And now Manchester United's next games are against Burnley. Burnley will not be easy. It definitely will not be easy. They are strong, they are fast, they are physical. They will not be easy. If Manchester United is finding it hard against Grimsby, a League 2 team, because when you look at the game, Grimsby out-muscled Manchester United players. They out physicaled them. If that's a word, that's not a word, but hey, they were more physical than Manchester United. It seemed like they were more fit than Manchester United players. They got at Manchester United players with no fear. It didn't look like they were playing a Premier League team. I'm sure if you ask the Grimsby players, they will tell you that they faced tougher opponents in their League 2 there. So it's crazy. Manchester United, your next game is against Burnley. The fans are already calling for Amorim's head. I've watched 1,001 videos already. Sir, Amorim out, Amorim out. This is the Amorim that was the king of Portugal just over maybe a year ago. Won I think back-to-back Portuguese leagues in Portugal. He was the one. Oh, sack Eric Ten Hag, Ten Hag out. Then they hired Amorim. Yeah, this is the guy to bring us to take us to the promised land. Now, the promised land is looking far for Manchester United. It's looking far. It's looking far. This guy hasn't won up to 10 games for Manchester United. His whole stint at Manchester United so far, he hasn't won up to 10 games. It's crazy. It is crazy. And what is even more perplexing is that now different coaches have their way of doing things. You can't be mad at that. But it's not looking good for Amorim, because he's castigating players. He's sending players away like Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony, Malacia, Hoyland. He's sending these guys away. He doesn't want anything to do with them, but he's not performing. It would have been a different story if he was winning without these guys. If he was winning and winning games convincingly, and taking Manchester United to where they're supposed to be, it would have been a different story. But this guy is castigating players. Oh, he's doing the big bad boss. Garnacho came and said that how can you not play me in the final? I've been one of the best performers on the team so far. Because of that, the guy castigated Garnacho and apparently told Garnacho that Garnacho should look for another team in front of the other players. Castigating all these players, Sancho, what's his name, Rashford, all these guys, sending them away. You don't want them in your team, but yet you are not doing anything. The team you have assembled is not winning games. You're looking like a clown. Amorim is looking like a clown out here, and I can just imagine how these players are laughing. Like Garnacho is probably laughing at this guy. Rashford is probably just watching these games and just nodding his head like, thank God I'm out of that crap hole. Sancho is just probably looking in disgust, and these guys are just laughing. Anthony laughing at this guy. It seems like this guy will be out. If he continues going like this, he'll be out of Manchester United faster than this Sancho and these other guys. It seems like with the way things are, if he loses against Burnley, questions will start being asked. The questions are, I'm sure, questions by the management in Manchester United. I'm sure they're having meetings now and deliberating. Should we not? Should we not? Should we wait or should we do it now? I'm sure. If he loses now, the pressure is on Amorim. Big pressure. If he loses against Burnley, the fans might just go and protest. The fans might just mount at Old Trafford and start protesting that get this guy out of this team. You can't be having this failed track record and be castigating players. When what's his name, Pep was doing things like this, he had results. So nobody could really challenge him. When he sent out Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Zlatan, all these players, nobody could really complain. When he did it to Yaya Toure at City and all, nobody could really complain because there was proof. The proof was in the pudding. He was winning trophies and he was winning games. So if he wanted to, if somebody like Pep now wants to castigate Haaland, he can do it. People might think it's crazy, but he has a track record of winning. He has a track record of winning in Spain, in England. Amorim only has a track record of winning in Portugal. And Portugal is not the Premier League. The Premier League is a different monster. Amorim needs to, and now he's talking about he trying to, I don't know, looking like he wants to castigate Kobe Mainoo too. Talking about Kobe Mainoo plays the same role as Bruno, and until because Bruno is doing well now, so Mainoo might not be able to find space in the team and all this rubbish. And now the news came out. I wanted to do a video on that, but I didn't just get to it. Now, news reports came out that Kobe Mainoo was, looking at his options, whether to leave Manchester United. So you are doing all these things to all these players, yet you are not winning games. So if you say if you force Kobe Mainoo to leave, or if Kobe Mainoo now because he's not getting playing time and it's a World Cup next year, players want to make it to that World Cup team. So they are ready to leave if they are not finding game time in one club. So if Kobe Mainoo leaves, that now limits Rúben Amorim's midfield option. Because right now, Manchester United midfield isn't strong. It is not strong. So if Kobe Mainoo leaves, what are your options in that midfield? What is Amorim's options in that midfield? If Casemiro for some reason gets injured or Bruno Fernandes gets injured, what if Kobe Mainoo leaves? What will be his options in that midfield? And Kobe Mainoo played well yesterday. He played well yesterday. He had a very decent game yesterday. He controlled that midfield yesterday. The summer transfer window is over in a few days. So all that Belieber and all those big name midfielders Manchester United was looking at, it's curtains for that, maybe till January, because the transfer window ends in a few days. So they're definitely not getting a Belieber anytime soon, except they just scramble and just pull a trick out their bum and go get one midfielder from South America or somewhere. It's not looking good for Manchester United, man. It's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them. It seems like every match they're about to play, they are going to lose. I don't even look at Manchester United thinking they're going to win a game. When they win, I think Manchester United now, because of their track record, if they win a game, everybody will be surprised. Losing and the same way football is very psychological. It's very psychological. The way winning can be like a habit, losing can also be a habit, because the more you win, it starts to get into your mind psychologically, and it starts becoming second nature, sort of. The more you lose, you just psychologically, you just feel like, okay, as we're getting into this game, we're going to lose. And God save you if you now concede first, then your head drops. So, man, listen, man, I'm here for it, yeah. I'm not the Manchester United fan, so I really don't care. They can lose all they want. I'll be here laughing. I'm a football fan, so I have to do these videos. I'm a football fan first. More than anything, more than being a fan of a club, I'm a football fan first. So it's sad to see a dynasty like Manchester United just crumble anyhow. Well, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and watch out for my next video, man. Until next time, peace.